All right, viewers, it's me again, DJ Aries, the one and only. Today, I'm with the CEO of Foritech Online Television. At the same time, this is the same CEO of Foritech Designs, and at the same time, Foritech Transport. That one is, you say that one is coming in the nearby future.
Coming very soon.
Very soon. Today, I had the man himself in the studio with me, and today we are coming to discuss a lot of things. And today, you, which you are watching me out there, you are one of my panel. You know, despite that you can't call in, we are not opening the phone line, but you can make a comment, you can send your comment, and make sure that you subscribe. Don't watch the program alone. Today I have the CEO, Mr. Oforiyebua. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, DJ Aries. And I think it's been long overdue that we never brought our fourth episode. And I'm highly gratitude to have you here to interview me again. And today we're gonna do certain things that I think the viewers out there, it goes particularly to everyone. Remember, as a CEO of Foritech IT Solution and a CEO of Foritech Online Television, I'm setting up a guidelines of how to become wealthy, okay, not rich. So today we're gonna talk about the accessories to wealthiness. After you are wealthy, what do you do? Because remember, because of our immune system, we will surely die. So today we'll be talking about a will.
A will, yeah.
And what a will entails about. We might probably not finish, but we'll talk extensively about a will and what one must do to leave up a will for the family or the kids. You understand? So before you proceed to interview me, our Foritech IT solution provide extensive graphic designing, UV printing, offset printing, offshore printing, and also we provide serious corel design. Our inscriptions are down below. You click it. In terms you need all these things, you contact us on our 011. And also all the views and objectives are not coming from Foritech IT solution or Foritech Online TV, but it's coming from we, the panelists, and the host as well. Thank you, Mr. DJ Aries.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oforiyebua. I will say that it's been a pleasure for having you on my program again. Viewers, you're watching the fourth edition of what? Success in life. Mr. Oforiyebua,
yes.
Today you say we are coming to discuss about will.
Yes.
Viewers, I think you people have heard of will. A lot of you have heard of will. But the only time which will be read, that means that there be a deceased person. You understand? So the person which write the will never be present on the day which the will be read, isn't it? All right. Mr. Oforiyebua, what is the meaning of a will?
I just saw the phone call from my mom who stays in the United States. And the reason I'm saying this for you viewers to listen is that sometimes spirit talks. I'm about to talk of a will, and my mom lost my father, I lost my father, and my mom is calling. It's just by the way. A will, it's a set of documents or written inscriptions. Okay? A will is also known as testament. When we say testament, it's like you are talking of your last statement, written by a person, okay, which has been administered by an executor. An executor can be a lawyer or a professional will writer. Signed and sealed, delivered to the court or any safe place where will are kept, of how the person's estate and properties must be shared when he's no more.
You said something that a professional will writer. Is it him going to write the will, or you will give him an idea and you will come out with a construction?
Perfect. When you are a professional will writer, you have got a structure of how will is being written. But in terms of how your estate, let me point it out. Viewers, listen. An estate is not like estate houses. An estate is all the assets that you have in this world, including your cars, your houses, your pool table, your shoes, all of them combined forms an estate.
Okay.
So, a will writer, it's only there to guide you, but you, as the person who the estate belongs to, you tell the will writer, professional writer, or the will executor of what you want it to be in the will. Because remember, your estate is being distributed when you are no more. You might not know how the format is being drafted, and certain logistics and legality that is contorting into that. So the will writer, professional will writer, will now explain how it's done, but not giving you what to write in your will.
Okay. Mr. Foriebua, what is the advantage of you writing your will? And when I go in the aspect of the children, what is the advantage of them receiving a will from their dad and the disadvantage? If you can break those two, you see, it's a two question in a scenario.
Yes.
Okay, being in the shoe of the one who choose writing the will, okay, then being in the shoe of the people which will receive the will. Okay.
So, first and foremost, I want to make a disclaimer. And a disclaimer here, I don't want women to feel like always will are written by men. There are women who are also very rich and have got a lot of estates.
Okay.
So the will is written by both parties.
Okay, all right.
Whoever lives first.
Okay.
But mostly, it's been even done by guys. But we are sorry. Drop your comment below if you feel it's been offensive in terms of only prioritizing only men.
Only men, okay, all right.
Perfect.
Okay, all right.
Listen, the advantages of a will to the person's children is this. When a will is written of how your estate or your asset must be distributed, you are able to avoid in-house fights.
Oh,
when I say in-house fight,
okay.
When you have got two cars,
and
you write a will and say, okay, I've got 3 kids. With these 3 kids, all these 3 kids must sell the car and share the money accordingly or equally. That is the advantage of a will. Now, second advantage, I've got 3 advantages. Second advantage is that when you leave a will or your last testament or your last wishes, your kids that you brought into this world, whether they are from the marriage that you are, or whether they are from outside of your marriage that you were in when you die, or when you are dead, each and every child is able to understand that my daddy, whether he likes me or not, he gave me this. Because remember, let me tell you a secret. DJ Champagne. I'm saying DJ Champagne because he's DJ Aries. I'm sorry. Kudos to DJ Champagne. Let me tell you, DJ Aries.
Yeah, because you manage DJ Champagne, so it's always in your mind.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, right.
Let me tell you one funny thing about a will. A will to siblings, to kids, not your siblings.
Okay.
Make sure that, because remember, when you give birth to 20 kids, definitely you will love one and leave one. You will love one, and some of them, the love will not be proportionate.
Okay.
Now, some people, when they write will, and they've got 5 houses, and they've got 5 kids, they will share this will among these 5 kids. But remember, some of the houses will be nicer than the other. That's where your wishes come true. Remember, whatever you put on paper for the will executor, to administer, it's final. So we say it's your final will. So normally the advantages is that you are able to give what is on your heart to your beloved child.
Children.
That's the second advantage. The third advantage is that in order to avoid the children fighting, so that nobody comes from outside to come and tell them what to do. Also, remember, when you die and you don't have a will, the government is forced to share the will, and that one it will not be for your kids alone. They have to include your extended
families and all that,
and all these things. So those are the advantages. You are able to set a clear, defined path length of how your estate or your belongings or your property, who must it go to, and no one can question you. Those are the 3 advantages.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Mr. Oforiebua.
Yes.
In this case, if your parents didn't write a will? I know that after sometimes litigations comes in between
A lot of litigation
with your siblings, even external families, so forth and so on. In this case, how will you share such a property? Can the government come in? Can the judiciary do something about it?
Okay, perfect.
For this to be solved.
When you die and you leave an estate and there's no clear defined
Written will.
written rules called will or testament, what happened is that the government set in, and when the government set in from where I'm coming from, Ghana, they will say you die partially interstate. So here we have an interstate succession law, which is set by the government.
Okay.
To share your will when you don't have a will. Sorry, to share your estate when you don't have a will.
Okay.
And that's where the disadvantage comes in. They are not going to give the will to your kids only. Remember, with this will, we are talking of when you die and you have got kids.
Yes.
Remember, when you die and you have got kids and you've got a wife, they all benefit.
Yes.
And when you are married in community of property, remember your wife takes automatically 50%.
Yes.
The rest goes to your kids, including your pension and all these things. But when you don't have a will, your wife, your kids, or your husband and your kids, because I'm doing both gender,
Okay.
and your siblings, if your mother is alive, if your sisters are alive, if your cousins are alive, or if your brothers are alive, the government will be forced to share this will among all these people, no matter what. So the government set in, and what happens is that it takes time for these things to be shared. So the disadvantage one, the will be shared not for your kids only, but everybody that's attributed to you. If your mother is still alive or your father is still alive, they will benefit. Your sibling, anybody will benefit. Second disadvantage, for your kids to get their portion, it takes time. Thirdly, certain wish that when you are alive, that they will get enough money to take care of themselves. It wouldn't be like that. If it is $1, it will be splitted among all of them. Third disadvantage, there will be a lot of in-house fights. That's why people will kill themselves spiritually and that. But remember, you can't take spiritual things to court. So I'm just saying, because we are African, so those are the disadvantages. So if you don't write a will, my brother, my sisters, you will be forced. Your will will be forced. Your will will be forced, or will be written by force by the state. When I say written by force by the state, because they will share your properties or your estate forcibly to your loved ones, including your kids and your wife.
Mr. Furieba, let me ask you this. As a man or a woman, what age do you have to start writing your will? You have to get to.
If you
and one thing too, can you write a will and go back again and change some things out of it?
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something. Those who are the studio, I want you to listen. A prescribed age for you to write a will must start from the age of 30 years.
Age of 30 years. Listeners and viewers, you hear it
The
from
age of
Mr.
30
Furieba. It's the age of 30 years.
Now, I know the questions the viewers want to ask me. What if 30 years you don't have anything? You just have shoes.
Okay.
You write a will and it's amendable by your will executor or your professional will writer.
Okay. You can amend it.
You can amend it.
Okay, right.
Now, let me tell you a secret. If you write a will and at the age of 50 years, you have acquired a lot of things. There's something in the will that we call a room for improvement.
Okay,
You can say any property acquired after this will was written must be shared to door. So you can leave that room there. Now, let me. Why am I saying that?
No.
When my father died, my father left us a will. There were 3 additional properties that was not included in the will. But my father was so smart. He said, any will, any asset that I have acquired during this will, that I acquired after I've written this will,
Yes.
must still be shared among my 5 kids.
Wow.
And there, how do you share it? He said, they must sell the property and share the money equally. So if it is 3 houses, we'll sell the 3 houses because we are 5 and share it what? Equally. So here he left room for other additional properties that will come after the will was written. And we did just that.
And there was no litigation, everything went on
Which
smoothly.
litigation? Because it's written
It's
there.
written, okay, all right.
Clear, defined rules has been what? Laid down.
Lay down, okay, all right.
You get the point?
Yes.
So, guys, do not play games because when you are dead, you don't have power
Yes.
to take up the mantle. So, will are very important. Why am I bringing this? When you check our previous videos, we are talking of rich, wealthy, and successful. When you become wealthy finally, who takes up the mantle? You want your children to take up your company. Meanwhile, I said in our previous video that you can incorporate your siblings in.
Yes.
But when you die, they might not leave the company. But if there is a clear or set out rules that your child must take over,
Yes.
the will executor will come and what? Read the will. And remember, once it's a professional will writer, the person is a legal person. So once he says it's final, court administer, the state also understand.
Ha. Hey, Mr. Bonshika. Wow. Today you explain it, you break it down for us seriously. It seems like our time have been on time, seriously. What will be your last word for the viewers and listeners? And before you leave, I have a short story, and it's a funny one, as you wrap up.
Okay. I'm a benefit to a will. And out of that, I'm making hay while the sun shines.
Okay.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, whether you're a man or a woman, a boy or a girl, when you reach the age of 30, put certain things that you wish down. It might not be money alone. Certain, even a will can also say, I want to be buried here.
Okay.
That's your wish.
I want to be cremated.
And stuff like that. So make sure that everybody puts something down, and then also so that when you die, there will be no chaos behind you. Everybody will get a fair share. I'm not saying when you writing a will, don't give your family. If you feel like your family needs help and you have a lot, you can give them some. Okay. Like me, when I die, everything goes to my kids, not my family. That way I wouldn't make a mistake.
That's a controversial one, eh?
Yes. So viewers,
yes,
do a will when you are well. Even if you are not wealthy, write down a will. Write down your wishes. Get a professional will writer to coach you. Tell the professional will writer of your last words or your last testament, how you want it to be shared, or give who it must be given to. And then you are good to go. Leave room for improvement. And then, when you die, everything that happens behind you will be peaceful. There will be no chaotic incident.
Wow. Viewers, it's me again, DJ Aries, with the CEO, Mr. Bonshika. Kwabna Oforiebua. But Mr. Oforiebua, before we leave, I have a short story about this will issue. A man by name Kofi Go wrote a will when he died. The lawyer came and the lawyer read the will. And the will is saying he have 2 kids. One is called Kwabna and one is called Kwejo. And the elder one, in the will is written, give what you like to your brother. All the property belongs to you, but give what you like to your brother. So when they went to the court, when they read, the guy took all the property. Yeah. And the small one didn't understand. So he went and told his lawyer. And the lawyer said, no, look at what the will is saying. The will say, give what you like to your brother. That means all the property belongs to you.
That is your last wish.
And he said, what do you mean? This will is saying that no, he should take everything, but give what you like. So they went back again to the court. And they asked the elder one, what do you want? He said, I want all the property, because the will is saying that take all the family property and give what you like to your brother. So they asked him, what do you want? He said, I want all the property. And what are you giving to your brother? I don't want to give him nothing. But the property, the will is saying, give what you like to your brother. So if you want all the property, give all the property to your brother. It was a funny one and a tricky one.
That one. Your last word says, take everything and give what you feel like giving to your little brother. That is, you have to respect the wishes of the dead. You have to do that. But remember,
he was greedy.
No, remember, he cannot say he wouldn't give the little one anything because the will says give what you are. So it might even be a shoe. Out of all the millions, you've given him something. So the little one must just accept it, even if it's a shoe. Because your father did not or your mother did not explain what they must give you. So please, also when you are writing will, don't punish your kids or your loved ones. Share the will accordingly. And then you don't create unnecessary fight.
Thank you very much. All right, viewers, you're still watching Foritech Online Television with me, DJ Aris, and today I had Mr. Ofori Yebua on my program. With you, which you are watching me out there, you are one of my panel. Keep on sending in your comments. Today we were talking about will, and at the same time, let me take this opportunity and send my shout out to my director, my program director, my cameraman, my this thing, so forth and so on. I don't know how to call him, Mr. Edu Tutuskele. Yes. Enough respect to you. You're doing a great job. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, and we wait for what? The fifth what?
Yes, the fifth episode we'll be talking about how to borrow money from the bank and become successful and repay back the money to the bank and still have a capital for your generational wealth.
Wow, that's a powerful man.
So there we're getting the experts to coach us, and then we'll come and tell you. But remember, I have told you to create your own business, becoming an entrepreneur. So where do you get the funds from when you are not lucky like us? So how to get money from the bank, how to start a business and do the repayment.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Forieva, for passing through. It's been a pleasure for having you.